Good evening, Sugar Gliders. Welcome to our lesson on dividing fractions, Chapter 4, Lesson 6. We are going to start with a kind of a weird word. It's called reciprocals, and we need to know what reciprocals are in order to divide fractions. So let's look at our first example here. The number 2/3 and 3/2 are reciprocals. And it says two numbers are reciprocals if their product is 1. So let's see what happens. Product means multiply. Let's see what happens when we multiply those two numbers, 2/3 times 3/2. We can either cancel out going across, or I can multiply going across. I'll multiply going across. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6, and we know 6 over 6 is 1. So two numbers are reciprocals if their product is 1. That's what that definition means. Here's an example of the definition. If we look at the numerators and denominators, let's compare them. Notice that the numerators and denominators are just flipped in fractions that are reciprocals. So 2/3, we flip it over and we get 3/2. We need to remember that when we divide. So let's practice a couple reciprocals. Writing a reciprocal. Write a reciprocal of each number. 7/8 becomes 8/7. It's not equal to, so we don't want an equal sign. It's just the reciprocal. 9, well, this is a tricky one. If we put a 1 under the 9, its value is still 9. So we're going to flip 9 over 1, and the reciprocal of 9 becomes 1/9. The reciprocal of 3/4, we flip those, and they become 4 over 3. And 1 over 3, 1/3, its reciprocal is 3 over 1. And we do want to keep that 1 because we're going to need it when we divide fractions. All right, here's 3 easy steps to dividing a fraction. Keep the first fraction the same. So number 2, change division. Look at that division sign and change it to multiplication. So basically we turn it into a multiplication problem, which we already know how to do. And then write the reciprocal of the second fraction only. Let's practice a couple. Okay, we have 8 divided by 3/4. Whenever I see a whole number, I am automatically going to put a 1 under it. That way I have a fraction divided by a fraction. All right, my directions say keep the first fraction the same, so I'm going to keep 8 over 1. My second step says change division to multiplication, so instead of using division, I'm going to change it to multiplication. And my third step says write the reciprocal of the second fraction. So my second fraction is 3/4. Its reciprocal is 4/3. Now we multiply like we're used to multiplying regular problems. I can't cross cancel first. 8 times 4 is 32. 1 times 3 is 3. That's improper. I know 3 goes into 32 10 times. 2 will be my remainder, and 3 is my denominator. Okay, so remember, we're really asking how many 3/4 are in 8? Well, there's 10 and 2/3 of those 3/4 in 8. Let's try the next one. 6/7 divided by 3/7. We leave our 6/7 alone. We change our division into multiplication, and we find the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we flip 3/7 upside down, and we get 7/3. This looks like one I can cancel out first. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. And 1 times 1 is 1, so I could just leave it as 2. So the question really is how many 3/7 are in 6/7? Well, there's 2 3/7 in 6/7. All right, I'm going to let you do 3 and 4 for homework in your notes, and then go on to the next entry I've made on Edmodo and work out those 3 problems on your own and submit them. Just do the best you can. Have a great night. See you in the morning.